So welcome, thank you so much for joining me. My name's Heather, I'm a Songbird Stamper, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Yeah, I normally go live at 10 o'clock on a Friday morning. I'm not working, so here I am. And I've got something a little bit summery for you today. I thought we could do with something a bit summery. Let me just try and find this video. I'm just going to hop for a second so that I can see comments and things like that. I hope everybody's keeping well. And staying dry today. I've just heard from my friends that they're going out to gardens. So they're going to get a bit wet, I think. But they'll have fun anyway, I'm sure. I'm trying to think what's going on at the moment. I've just finished work for the week. I was working Monday, Thursday, and I'm working again tomorrow. So I've just got a little bit of a day off today. Probably looking at the weather, it's going to be spent crafting, to be honest. There's not an awful lot else to do. When it's absolutely tipping it down here. So what's the weather like doing where you guys are, I wonder? I wonder whether it's as bad as it is here. It's been absolutely beautiful the last few weeks. So I can't really complain too much. Yeah, I've had a bit of a summer holiday. Not this week, last week and the week before. Actually, I had a couple of weeks off because I took some leave. So I was here, there and everywhere doing all sorts of things. Hello, Sue. Hello, Claire. Sue, the rain will definitely do the garden. Oh, it definitely will. I'll fill our pond up as well, to be honest. Yeah, our pond, we've been putting the hose pipe in there over the dry weather. It is raining, Claire, yes. You're not that far from me, and it is really raining. So I'm not doing anything today, I don't think, outside. Right, so hopefully I'll be able to see all your comments. I don't know how many will pop on. Life is opening up and getting a little bit busier, but I know it is pretty miserable out there. Pond and water butts are all full. That's good. We don't have water butts yet. I must get some. I've been playing around with dried flowers this morning, pressing flowers. And then I realised I hadn't designed anything for this demo, so I thought I'd better pop upstairs and do that. So I've got a stamp set, sweet strawberry stamp set. I've been picking all my fresh strawberries this week, which has been lovely. Having like 4 or 5 on my breakfast, which is fab. It's very nice to be able to do that. I'm just having slight technical difficulties, so please do bear with me. Morning, Katie. Nice to see you this morning. Just trying to get kind of comments up and that. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't even unpacked. I had my first small in-person class last Friday. And I've literally just grabbed some stuff out of that bag because I hadn't even unpacked from that yet. Good morning, Mary. Nice to see you. I saw your post in the Stampin' Blends course group as well this morning, so I'll have a proper look at that later. Good morning, Tarita. Yes, you found me now. No rain in Shropshire. My dad's in the Lake District at the moment, so yeah, I'm hoping he's got good weather because they've been doing a lot of walking. So good, I'm glad it's dry where you are. You're going for an outdoor coffee in a minute, absolutely pouring. Oh dear. Outside coffee, hopefully they've got umbrellas, Mary. Otherwise you are going to get wet, wet, wet. Yeah, Friday morning, coffee morning. Sounds lovely. Right, I'm going to spin you around, I think, and we'll get creating. Otherwise I'll just sit here and keep chatting to you all for a long time. So, yeah, let's do that, shall we? Oh, wrong one. There we go. Something like that. I haven't done that for a while. There we go. See roughly what I'm doing, can't you? Let's pull that over. Okay. So yes, we are colouring today. I've launched my colouring course again for the autumn. I know a couple of you on here today have done the colouring course, and yeah, we're going again. It's a lot of fun, honestly. 4 Zoom lessons, spread over. This time it's only spread over September, October, November, and December, so 4 months. Because normally I would do one lesson every 6 weeks, but I wanted to get it all kind of in before Christmas. So maybe a strawberry tart to go with your coffee. Oh, that would be nice. A nice, yummy strawberry tart. So yeah, so I've launched the colouring course and I thought, oh, I haven't done any colouring for a while. So let's do some colouring with our alcohol markers. So yeah, four Zoom lessons, 3 bonus lessons. I've still got 1 bonus lesson to do for the old course, which should be coming up hopefully next week. And then this one will start in September. So if you would like to join us, it would be lovely to have you. It's £60 for the 4 Zoom lessons. Well, there is a product-based option, which, I mean, honestly, it's insane value. I don't really know what I was thinking when I advertised it, but it's £160 for £150 worth of product. You get 19 of these pens, 4 Stampin' Up! Stamp sets, and I don't know what they are yet because I haven't even seen the new catalogue. So you get 4 stamp sets, 19 Stampin' Blends, and the whole course, which is £60 in value as well. It's £150 worth of product, £60 worth of course value for £160 posted to you as well, special delivery. So that is coming up in September. All the details over on my website, www.thesongbirdStamper.co.uk. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about colouring, well, quite a lot more I would say actually, about colouring with your alcohol markers, way more detail than I go into on my lives. So yeah, be good to have you join us. So that's what we're going to use. That's the stamp set I've got today, Sweet Strawberry. It comes with a punch as well. I'm going to show you how to use these builder punches. So that's probably one of the first things that we're going to do, because you kind of get there and you go, well, what do I do with it? How do I punch all those bits out at once? So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's put those pens to one side, even though they are beautiful to look at. Gorgeous colours we're going to work with this morning. And I've got a scrap piece of paper. I should have got my chamois wet, actually. This is actually my customer's chamois. I stole it from her at the group. She's gone home with my really dirty one, and I've got her, actually it looks cleaner in real life. I've got her quite clean one. Hey Anita! Nice to see you this morning. So I'm just going to give that a bit of a clean off. So you've got your builder punch. Morning Tracy, nice to see you this morning. So you've got your builder punch here. Okay, and you think, well, I've got all these elements. So you've got the flower. This punch will punch out the flower. I think it's this little one, yep. The strawberry top, the leaf, and the strawberry itself. Okay, but how do I punch them all out in one go? So the first thing you need to do is grab a piece of white card and punch. And just punch exactly as it is. So I just pop the card in, I've punched, and that's what I'm ended up with. Okay, and that's your little template then. And then all you do is you lay that, doesn't need to be on a piece of card to be honest, you lay that down and you take off each stamp in order and you pop it in the gap. Okay, so you can feel, you can slide it around and it won't move. Okay, so you can feel roughly where it is. Take them all off. I'm going to have to do all of them now. And you pop them all in the holes. Get them as centrally in the middle of the holes as possible. It's a bit hard because they stick to your fingers, but persevere. Just makes, if you can do this, it makes life, if you're punching out a lot of them as well, make life so much simpler. That is the wrong way. These are the wrong way round, so it's that way round. My apologies. I'm thinking, why doesn't that line up? So that's going in there. That one's going to go in there. You could tell by the stem on the what do they call that bit that lives at the top of the strawberry? Sue, you're a gardener. What do they call that bit? I just call it the green bit that gets in the way. I saw somebody once pushing it out with a straw. You poke the straw up through the middle of the strawberry and push the thing out. Okay, so once you've lined those all up, then you can pop your block down. And that should be all of your stamps lined up. Then what you do is you grab your ink. I'm just using a Memento today. You could use any colour ink you want from the Stampin' Up! Classic range with your alcohol markers. You stamp that down, and then the first thing I'm going to do is just punch them out, just to make sure, or I might even just line it up, just to make sure they're all in the right place. Yep, so you can see there that everything's lined up nice and neatly now, which is fab. So no punching things out singly, makes life so much quicker. So we're going to do a little bit of colouring in on this. Should we do this one to start with, or should we do the... Let's do the background first, shall we? So I've got a piece of Bristol white cardstock, and I'm cutting this one to 10 by 14. And then in this stamp set as well, you do get this one. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous stamp. This is all the flowers and the leaves on the strawberries. The strawberry flowers, if you don't know, are this gorgeous pale yellow scented white flowers. So I'm just cleaning that up because I got quite a bit of a mess earlier. And then all I'm going to do, we're having a strip down this left hand side. I didn't tell you, I'm casing a card made by Emma Goddard for the Global Design Project. This week it's Case the Designer. So case means to copy and share, or some people will say copy and share everything, or some people say copy and selectively edit, which actually I quite like. So she's done this design, made a card, and then we kind of look at it and go, how can I just amend that slightly? What elements of it do I like? And so that's what I'm doing today. I thought it's sometimes a really, really good starting point if you get a bit stuck. So I'm going to do a blog post out of this one, I think. So if you check back onto my website, or if you sign up to my newsletters as well, then you'll get all my blog posts come out to your newsletters. You should do. So you can keep in touch with what I'm doing, and you'll be able to see there her original design, and then see how close you think I've stuck to it. So I'm just spinning this round each time, getting a slightly different look on this, and then I think we'll colour that one in. So I've gone for granny apple green, so I've got the dark granny apple green and the light granny apple green. I've gone for dark so saffron and light so saffron. I really wanted to use Daffodil Delight. I might need to buy new pens. I'm not entirely happy with how my Daffodil Delight is looking at the moment. And then we've got Poppy Parade for the strawberries there as well. So if you are commenting and I can't see it, then I do apologise. But if you're just sitting back and watching, then that's absolutely fine too. So I'll pop in a little bit of dark granny apple green just at the base of my leaves. Just find colouring in so therapeutic. Just blending that dark into the light there. I'm going to do all the leaves exactly the same way. I'm kind of hoping that the weather stays like this for work tomorrow, because it's nice and quiet when it rains. You don't get all the people out in their kayaks and their boats, swimming and jumping off everywhere they can do. Yeah, it's a bit quieter at work, which is lovely. It's not good for everybody else because it's a bit miserable. really on a summer weekend, but it's been much busier recently, we've noticed, and because people aren't going away on holiday, I think. So where before some people might have gone on holiday, obviously now they're holidaying here in the UK, coming down to the coast. Which is lovely, it is lovely, but it's also just much busier. Makes my working day harder. Such a lovely colour, this Granny Apple Green. Yes, Anita, these are the Stampin' Blends. So these are the ones on the course that I'm running. You get 19 of these pens, 4 stamp sets. It depends which stamp sets I choose, which colours to go for, but what I've said is, and I did it last time as well, if you've already got some colours or you don't like a colour, then you can swap out. You can swap out the stamp sets as well, so anything up to the value of £150, so you're not kind of limited to what I choose. But these are lovely, lovely pens to work with. They blend so beautifully. And then they colour coordinate with all of your other products as well. I've used different brands of alcohol markers in the past, and one of the things I've really struggled with is that they don't necessarily design them. You get a lot of range of colours, but you have to do the hard work of figuring out which ones actually blend to create this, you know, a dark and light of the same tone. Whereas with these Stampin' Blends, because you get the dark and the light and the colour lifter, you don't have to do this. I mean, honestly, they're making it so easy for us to get that really nice blended colour from dark to light. Whereas the brand I have used before are lovely, you know, they're great pens, but they're not as simple, they're not as straightforward to use. So for a beginner kind of wanting to learn a bit more about the artistic side of colouring, which is what the course will teach you, it is harder. Stampin' Up do make it easier for us, which actually is one of the things I love about Stampin' Up. That's what they tend to do all the way around. They just like to make crafting easy and fun. If it's fun, it's easy. If it's easy, it's fun rather. So this is the So Saffron. So I'm just going in with a bit of dark. I am going to do the centre as well, right into the middle. Then I'm going for a bit of light, but because these are actually white flowers, just with a hint of yellow in the middle, I am going to come in with my colour lifter. I don't want to colour them all yellow, so I'm going to come in with my colour lifter and just blend that out to white. Ah, you're welcome, Anita. You should come on the course. I'd love to have you there. I'd love to Zoom with you. I haven't properly seen your face to craft with for ages. And it will all be virtual as well, because goodness only knows what's going on at the moment here in the UK, but it also allows me to open it up to people further afield, so you can live anywhere. So it's all going to be on Zoom. So again, just blend that out, pop a little bit of the light in. I don't know how much of this one I'm going to see because I'm going to be covering this up a little bit, as you'll see in a minute. Well, I say a minute, probably about half an hour to be honest, once I've done all this colouring in. It's lovely just sitting back and relaxing a little bit. So Emma's card was quite straightforward, I would say, on this bit. Not, I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful card, but what she's done is just stamp simply. She hasn't done any colouring in or any dimension or anything on it. So I haven't stuck to that element of the brief in the slightest. So there we go. You know me. I'm not great at following rules all the time. I've come out a little bit further there than I might have liked with that dark. But hey ho. As our Sandy would say, hey ho, there you go. Just want to keep the I want to keep it nice and light because they are nice little white flowers. Well, Russ and I went for a lovely cycle ride down to the coast last weekend and had fish and chips on the beach. Glorious, absolutely glorious. So nice just to get out with him on the bike, straight from the house, cycle path most of the way down to the seafront, which is fab. So there's our flowers. And then I'm just going to pop these away because I don't know what I'm doing yet, I haven't decided. I think we'll go straight in and colour ourselves a strawberry. Put that to one side. I am selectively editing to suit my own style, Katie, exactly. Yep. So I've got my dark Poppy Parade and my light Poppy Parade for my strawberry here. Poppy Parade is just so deep and rich, and what a colour in the blends this is. And then I'm just going in with my light there. You see how I'm working to a point in the top right hand corner where I'm then going to use my colour lifter actually my run out colour lifter. Wonder why that wasn't blending all that well. I'm going to create like a spot, like a sunspot, where it's just reflecting the light off in that top right hand corner there. Then we've got Granny Apple Green for our bit at the top, which is green, a little bit of dark. A little bit of the light there. And then I'm going to go blue flowers on this one. So dark balmy blue, and the light. And I am going all the way out to the edge with this one. There's enough of the yellow flowers on there already, I think. So I'm just going to add in a few blue flowers. And then you can still come back in if you think, oh actually I do want that a bit lighter. You can come back in with your colour lifter and just lighten up those edges ever so slightly. Just almost bleaches them. And then just for, well, I don't think I'm going to use it, but just for good measure I'm going to colour. I can't leave anything uncoloured, can we? Just going to colour this leaf in here. Did a little bit of gardening last, honestly, when it was, we decided on the hottest day of the year that it was a good idea, great day to get a pickaxe. So we bought went to B&Q and I bought a pickaxe, and we dug up a section of our garden. It's so clayey around here, it's so clayey, that it was so compact. I couldn't get a fork in, couldn't get a spade in, couldn't get a trowel in, couldn't get anything into the ground. So I bought this pickaxe and slaving away. And it had to be done 3 times in the end, because every time I thought we'd done it and we'd kind of loosened the soil up enough, tried to do something with it and I couldn't. So now we can punch all those elements out in one go. Can you see that? That makes life so much easier. And then we've got our little elements that we can use on our card. So we need to do that a couple of times. We need a couple of those. So I'm going to see if I can fit them on here. And as long as they'll fit, they'll punch. Yep, so as long as they'll fit on the card, they'll punch out. Oh, it definitely wasn't the right weather for that, Sue, honestly, but it was, you know, if you know me, I'm incredibly impatient. If I want something doing, I want something doing yesterday. I do not want to wait for it. I literally want to do it right now. And I genuinely will really not very good at waiting. So that's Russ, he was out there doing all the pickaxing, and I did the second lot and the third lot because it just still wasn't done. Then I went down to the garden centre, and I spent a lovely, I would probably say 2 hours with the lady down the garden centre. She was so helpful. I went down on a Monday morning when it was really quiet, which probably helped. And I said to her, I've got this tiny, it's about 3 metres by 2 metres coming down in a point. So it kind of comes down like this. And I said, I've got this space. I don't really know what, I want flowers in it. I don't really know what to do. And she went round, she picked me a load of plants out. Oh, she was fab. Absolutely fabulous. Like, probably cost me a bit more than if I'd gone to B&Q, but you would never get that level of service at B&Q, ever. Yep, she was brilliant. And so she said, if you have any problems with them, if you don't know what to do with them, come back and ask me. So I've now got my little own mini personalised garden, which is lovely. So I popped all that in last Monday. Again, it was absolutely sweltering, but it was lovely to be outside. A lovely little flower garden. So I've got geraniums, I've got dahlias, I've got some weird things at the front, which I don't know what they are. And then I've got a couple of kind of shrubby plants as well. It was Stuart's Garden Centre. Yeah, Stuart's. So again, just coming up into a little bit of a point here. This is my juicy colour lifter. You get one of these in the course as well. That's why there's 19 pens. That's why it's an odd number. So just get a little sunspot there. I probably haven't done it quite high enough and right enough, but there we go. It's my card. I'll do what I want with it. So that goes on there. Yeah, she was really, really helpful. It was lovely. Although I did have to, we had a little bit of a, she was like a school teacher. Get your notebook. I did take a notebook. Get your notebook out, write this down. Bless her. And I kept saying, but I want flowers now. She was like, yes, but if you have all flowers now, you're not going to get flower throughout the year. Okay. Yes, Mum. But no, she was absolutely lovely. So we've compromised. I've got a bit of colour now, and a bit of colour to come, and then the geraniums, I think they're annuals, so I can put something else, or space will naturally fill up anyway. I was going to do that blue actually, wasn't I? Never mind. Let's keep going yellow, and I'll just do another one. Blue in a minute. And then this leaf. Oh, are they? So that's good to know. Stuart's one of the best around. For real. Yeah, they were really, really helpful. Can't fault the service at all. Well, I couldn't find a candle. I was a little bit upset. I just wanted a nice smelling candle, and I really struggled. I thought the garden centre would be a good place for that, but in the end I went to a craft fair at the weekend. I did see your stall, Claire, if you're listening. I just didn't come up right up to the end because you were a bit busy when I came up, and I had just bought myself a Peter Rabbit. It wasn't a Peter Rabbit. It was a little bunny blue. I shouldn't say that. I'll get the lady in trouble. Little bunny blue, but it looks like Peter Rabbit. There we go. So I'm just going to punch this out. So we've got 2 sets of strawberries, and then one I did earlier. And I think I'm going to go for blue flowers, or I might do a mix of blue and yellow. So let's do one more blue flower. Where have we got another one? I haven't yet, so let me stamp one. I'm hoping the weather next weekend is better. We've been invited to our first garden party. One of our neighbours is having a garden party. So I'm very excited. Russ was not as excited, I'm not going to lie. But I was very excited when she texted to ask if we'd like to go for a afternoon in the garden with some paella and some, I'm hoping sangria. She said it's Spanish theme. So I'm hoping sangria, although I might offer, see if there's anything I can bring. Is that the done thing? I've never been invited to a garden party before. Does everybody bring something? Or so a little bit of blue here. Or does the host normally provide? I should probably ask, shouldn't I? That would be polite. A little bit of blue. And then I'm going to go back in with my colour lifter. Oh, Jenny, honestly, it's so much easier. Yes. And you just create that little template. Did you see how I did it? If you didn't, just shout me. But all I did was create a little template. And it doesn't mean you can't punch in items individually, but if you want to build, so if you want to build strawberries and you're doing a whole card, then this is a really, really good way of doing it. So that is our base that we've done. I'm going to stick that strip down the left-hand side. I'm going to do that now, I think. Never hurts to ask or bring something. Good plan, Katie. No, it never hurts to ask. So I will definitely ask and say, can I bring something? What does Spanish eat for pudding, I wonder? Anybody know about Spanish cuisine? So that's going to go just on the side there, just a little strip. And then, what do we need to do? We stamp a greeting. So I've got happy birthday, you sweet thing. And I'm just going to stamp that in Versamark. You went back to see, then came back to live. Oh, you missed the beginning. Oh, bless you. Just ask, honestly, if you think, oh, what's she doing there? Shout me. Do shout me and ask. No problems at all going over anything again. And then I'm going to stamp this. I'm probably wasting a bit of card, to be honest. And I probably should have used my chamois, but my embossing buddy. But let's see what it looks like. So this is my white embossing powder. Doesn't look too bad. I've got a few bits, stray bits around, but I can just use my finger to get rid of those stray bits, and then we can emboss that one. Excuse the noise for a minute. Oh, that sounds nice, Anita. A nice barbecue. Yeah, we did one this weekend, and we do fish and potatoes, new potatoes, and roasted vegetables all on the barbecue. It's fab, really tasty. And I've got this little label here from the Tasteful Label dies. Just move this out of the way a little bit. Oh, with my trousers, so Sue's asked, when you use the embossing buddy, Stampin' Up used to sell this embossing buddy. Let me show you. Where is it? I literally had it here. Here it is. So it's this little embossing buddy. Okay, let me move that out of the way. And it's filled with a white powder. So Sue's asking, when you get it on, how do you get it off? Now, the first thing I do is I don't put that much on. I just go over the area like that. So I try to keep it powder free, but still getting the effect of the powder. Does that make sense? So that's the first thing that I do. I try not to bounce powder on it like this. But if you do get any like that, I just wipe it on my trousers. And as long as you don't wipe it on your fingers. So you can even do that after you've heat embossed. So you put the powder on, then heat emboss it, and then afterwards wipe it on something. If you don't want to use... If you don't, I've just seen Jenny's comment, churros for dessert. Oh my word. I'm definitely going. And I probably will take churros if she says, oh yes, please bring something. This could be fun, couldn't it? So that's how I do that, Sue. And then I'm just going to run this through the embossing machine. Oh, churros and chocolate. I haven't had that ages. Jenny's got me all thinking about pudding now. I don't know where my embossing plates have gone. Where are they? Where was the machine? The machine was down there. Right, here we go. Focus, Heather, focus. It is only 10:30 in the morning. Can't have pudding yet. Because I'd have to practice, obviously, wouldn't I? If I made them to take with me, we would have to practice. Like, probably a lot. Right, so let's run that through. And that's our sentiment. So this is one of the things that Emma did do. She heat embossed her sentiment onto black. And then with these dies, I love these dies. I don't know if you can see, you get this cute little border, embossed border right around the outside, which is lovely. So all of the dies have got, and that's what it looks like. All of the dies have got something special about them. Some of them are stitched. Here they are. I'll show you. So some of them are stitched and some of them are raised, like this one. But they're all a little bit lovely. And it's a lovely set of dies, tasteful labels, all different shapes and sizes. Little flag, tiny little sentiment one, up to quite large. So yeah, probably my go-to sentiments, and the circles there as well. Probably my go-to labels, actually, those ones. So now it's just kind of all a case of putting it all together. So I know my sentiment's going to go here, and that's why I said actually I'm not going to see an awful lot of this one. It might go more like this. I'm not sure. It just seems a shame to cover it all up, doesn't it? And then we've got our straws, which are going to look a little bit like this. See, I'm not convinced it needs 3 on it. I think 2 might be enough, at which point I could probably put, don't know, let's have a little play. Don't want to overload it, do we? Maybe a blue flower, that's a non-flower. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? I don't think it needs that 3rd strawberry. Garsons. What's Garsons, Claire? Oh, I did. It was always a fab fair down at Port Solent. Yeah, it's always a lovely one. I'm just going to bring that a bit higher, actually, because I'm not putting a strawberry up there. And then we'll see the rest of that flower. And then I'm going to have a nice... I think that's a good placement, actually. And then I just want a bit of twine. She used a bit of twine. Run out. I might do another blue one, actually. I'm getting a bit, my OCD is getting a bit off put by my, I think I need something to tie in this blue strip here. So let me just stamp a flower and colour that in blue. Just put that to one side. What do you all think about the 2 strawberries? I need your advice, ladies. It's not quite big enough, that piece of card. Let me go for this piece. Do we think the 2 strawberries is enough? Still trying to work out what Claire's on about with Garsons. Right, let's put some balmy blue, just dark in the centre there. I might put some gems in the centre of these blue flowers anyway, because I think that would be quite cool. A little bit of a colour lifter, just to give that extra dimension, and then we can punch that one out. Oh, Garsons have. I've never heard of Garsons. I'll have to Google that. Garsons have candles. Great Christmas displays as well. Oh, I might pop there this afternoon. I know it's not Christmas, but lovely farm shop, butchery. Just a couple of minutes up the road from Stewart's. Oh, well there you go. That might be where I'll spend my Friday afternoon. And then that one can go there. That's better, isn't it? Yes, let's do that. So, dimension or no dimension, I wonder. Oh, I'm definitely going to go there. So I'm going to tie myself a little bow, I think. I think we're going to go bow. I think we're going to go bow. And then I don't want the tails quite so long. So I had my hair cut, and I don't like paying a lot for my haircut, so I went somewhere quite cheap. And I got home, I was really pleased with it as well. Actually, I quite like it. Just get in, get out. And I said to Russ the next day, I said, "Is it straight? Like even on both sides?" He was like, "No, no, it's definitely not." It's like, oh well, never mind. I have it tied up most of the time anyway. So I don't really know where I want that bow. I'm hoping it will become clear to me, maybe there, as time goes on. So I think I'm going to stick these down. Well, I don't like coffee, Sue, actually, but if you like coffee, then Sue's giving a good recommendation. In the Fareham area, you're sitting there. Everyone on YouTube as well going, I have no idea what you're talking about, so sorry, YouTube watchers. Yes, I live in Fareham in the UK, and a couple of my local ladies are watching this live, so they're helping me. I've not long moved here from just a little bit further away. Okay, let's move that a little bit more over there. And I think I'm going to go flat with the strawberries as well. I think the only thing I'm going to pop up on dimensions is this. So let's stick the strawberry tops on. Just going to pop a little bit of glue at the top there. Stick my straws. Nobody's yet told me what these are called. And I have got a little bit of a giveaway. Everybody who signs up for the product-based version of my Stampin Blends course, I have actually got one of these sets, strawberry bundle, to give away. So I'm going to prize patrol it for everybody who takes part in the product-based version of my class. You could get another bundle as well, which is an extra £30 worth of products. Because at the moment it's just sat in my prize drawer, and I thought today would be a perfect day to work with some strawberries, advertise my blends course, and then be able to give that away. So let's stick those on flat. It's just the perfect time of year now for this, isn't it? Strawberries are starting to come out. So I'm just making sure I can I don't want to cover up all of my design underneath. And then this one's going to go up on dimensionals. We've got to have some dimension, haven't we? Can't live without a little bit. And so if I wasn't demonstrating this punch, I probably would have fussy cut all those elements as well. But the punch does make it much easier, especially for those of you out there, and I know quite a lot, who do not like fussy cutting. Shock horror. Yeah, oh, 100% Claire. You can't have churros without chocolate dipping sauce. It's our winter thing normally. Right, so that's going to go out there. I think that's straight. Hard to see sometimes. And then I'm just going to pop this on there. I've got these little dimensionals, which are super duper handy. For you just pop one off to the side. And then a little bit of glue on the bit that's hanging over the black bit. And you can just pop that there like that then. Pop our bow on. Oh, I've just found jelly tots in my drawer. So I'm literally like a child. I hoard sweets in random places and then get excited when I find them. Oh, I'm really excited now. I'm off to the garden centre. Ah. I'm literally gonna go after this. I'm just gonna put that bow underneath my label there. Oh, you like it? Thank you, Katie. And then this is going to go flat or dimensions. Let's have a think. The bone fold in my. Honestly, everything's still in my bag. Just grab my. I haven't done any crafting all week. I've been in a bit of a slump, for want of a better word. I don't know if I'm still there or not, to be honest. So I don't know if that's going flat. Yes, I think that's going flat. The milk chocolate covered pretzels last night. Katie, that sounds amazing. I had chocolate brownie in the bath. Again, just indulging my inner child, really. I sat and watched the sewing bee in the bath while eating chocolate brownie. Sometimes these things are needed. Sometimes you just got to... Adulting is hard, and sometimes you just got to not. Like, I feel like doing this. So that went on flat in the end, so we've just got a tiny little bit of dimension. But yeah, pretty card, huh? They call them flips. Oh, I've not heard of those. Not heard of those. So I've got a couple of bits of strawberries left. I wonder if we should do another card. I've just got a few minutes and a bit of an idea. So we'll just cut this down to 10 by 14 again. Because I've got one of these as well. So I just thought we could do something, I don't know, it probably won't work. Now I'm here trying to make it work, it probably won't. I thought we could do something with this. Just quite a nice, quick, simple card with our leftovers. Let's do a bit more colouring in. Oh, bless you! Ah, yes. Oh, I didn't think about that. Honestly, you were quite busy. You had people around you and that, and I was like, oh, just done the whole lot. Because I walked all the way down, couldn't see you. So I came in kind of halfway from the boardwalk. I didn't come in from the end, and then I went back down towards the cinema end. Picked up an ice. This is at the craft fair that I went to the other day. Picked up an ice cream, which was amazing, and then walked slowly back. And as I got to the end, I was like, oh, I'm sure Claire said she was going to be here. Picked up my ornament, my rabbit, and then I saw you and I was like, oh, busy. No, I just nipped back to the car. So my apologies, because yes, that would have been helpful if you could have gone to the toilet. Hopefully you had a busy day though. Yeah, being stuck on the end means you can't quite leave as easily, doesn't it? You haven't got people either side watching your stall. That's what I normally do in the craft fair, is I just get the stall holder opposite to watch my stall. I haven't done a craft fair for such a long time. It's going to feel odd. So there's my little light spot. I would say I need to throw that away, but and it's really useful to have two sometimes. Colour lifters of varying strengths. So I don't want to throw it away. So now I need another top for my strawberry. I can't quite understand how I've ended up in this position with too many strawberries and not enough tops. Oh, I do, because I fussy cut one. So let's stamp another top. If you are only punching out one element of it, you have to do it quite quickly. That's the only thing I will say. Is it doesn't particularly take kindly to being punched out slowly. I'm struggling to get my words out here because I'm thinking about my design, you see. Maybe I didn't need... I thought we could just literally do something quite plain. I'm really not very good with plain though. It feels empty. Oh, you made thank you card for the twins teachers. Oh, that's fab. Oh, no problem, Anne-Marie, at all. You're not late. No problem. Well, you are, but it's honestly, it's no problem. See, that looks really nice. I know, it looks cute, doesn't it? I'm going to struggle just to leave it like that. I feel like it wants some splatter. Feels like it wants some mess on the page behind it. So I'm going to take a picture of this because this is how I do it. So I'm going to take a picture of that and then I can relay it on, and I'm just going to grab my light blend. I think I'm going to go Poppy Parade. And we're going to create some splatter. So I'm hoping I've not done too much there. And then this is going to go up on dimensions. So now I can grab my phone back, I can look at the picture, and I can go, that's how everything sat. So this can go up on dimensionals. That's just going to look a little bit more interesting behind with a bit of splatter. Place right hand strawberry slightly over the black. Do you know what? I did wonder that, Anita. But it was going to bring it too far out to the right. I just wanted it congregating over that left hand side. And the only other thing I could do is change my greeting to a smaller label. Let's have a look, see what Anita thinks. Without covering up the happy birthday, do you know what I'm saying? Although she might be onto something. Actually, that looks quite nice. Do we think we need some more flowers? Let me do a couple. We can never have too many flowers. Oh, and I might put some gems on. I was going to put some gems on the other one as well, wasn't I? And I'll let you know. You tell me which you think you prefer. That one on my phone, or this one on here. Could do a red matsu. Yes, that might work. So let me do a couple more flowers because I think we need more flowers as well. I love group design. I really, sometimes you just need a bit of help, don't you? It's one of the reasons I love crafting in a group, actually. I really miss my Saturday group with my upline. And you can sit around the table and go, what should I do about this? What should I do about that? It's really nice. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of the dark So Saffron. Hive mind is... Oh, the hive mind, I know what you mean. Yeah, collectively, exactly. So let's try a couple more flowers. Popping the flower over the right hand side. And a red mat. Let's try all of it. Let's go wild here. Stamp these flowers. Punch these flowers out rather, not stamp them. Because then if I can extend it up this way, see, it doesn't look... Yeah, I like that. So we're going there, and then we might trim it down ever so slightly and put that on a red mat. Let's make a white base first and just have a look and see what we think. Where's my thick card? Thick basic white card. So this is the card that you need if you want to make card bases. Thick one is just a bit stronger, supportive. Score that at 10.5. Use our gold folder for that. Let's pop that on there. Yeah, that's going to definitely need something, isn't it? Let's grab, oh, I don't know actually. Decisions. Let's grab some Poppy Parade. This might actually be a card. So this needs to be 10 by 14. So keep an eye on that one, and then let's just slip this under. Yeah, definitely. Right, so let's take another picture of this. Because my memory is so bad. I can't remember where anything is if I don't take a picture of it. So, it's awful, isn't it? And then I'm just going to trim this white piece down to 9.5. Definitely with the red mat, Anita. Thank you, Sue. Yep. And 13.5. Pop. Yeah, the other card didn't really need it quite so much because it's much busier. Although it probably would have looked really pretty with it as well, actually. But it wouldn't have been casing the designer quite as accurately. But we're on our own on this one. So that's going to go straight onto our red mat. Poppy Parade, beautiful colour. And those splatters really give it a bit of extra interest. And then this can go straight onto that one there. This one pop up on dimensionals. about there. It's got to be high enough to get this strawberry just in the corner. So most of this strawberry needs to be on dimensionals, so I need to put 2 dimensionals on there. It took £30. No, it's not bad. So much effort in the craft fairs. It is one of the reasons I don't do as many these days. So much effort, and the store costs £25, doesn't it? So it's not a great return, but if you enjoy doing them, that's what matters. And it's about getting out, seeing some people. You've made some stuff which you had fun doing. Yeah, you're never gonna make your millions doing them. So a little bit of glue at the top there again for our. Does anybody know what these are called? If you do, message me. If anybody watching on the replay or the YouTube knows, do let me know. I would love to know what they're called. And then this one's going to go. I think most of it's going to go flat. So we're going to have this little leaf coming out here. The strawberry's going to come out here. Really pops with the black and white, doesn't it? It's beautiful. That one lives under there. That one's going to live there. And then that one up there. Are we happy with how that looks? Oh, do you know what? Honestly, Claire, I had no idea what you were talking about. I just ignored it. Calyx. The girls said they're called the calyx. Ah, I assumed it was a spelling mistake. My apologies. I was like, yeah, I don't know what she's popped. So let's put that one under there. Thank you. I appreciate that, even though I did ignore you. That one's going to go underneath here. And if you need to, if you can't get anything in because of your dimensionals, you can always just cut them off. Don't forget. Just cut the stems off. I'm just moving that round ever so slightly. While my glue is still wet. And that one there. I just didn't want these 2 leaves to look exactly in the same position, because that's nature. Nature wouldn't really. Nature's a bit more random, isn't it? It's going there like that. Oh, I haven't stuck that on. Let's start there. So I just want to trim a little bit off this leaf. That's better. Just to try and get it in and just a little bit further, because then my strawberry can come up there, and then this flower can come like that. And I think we're good there, so let's pop that leaf. The green leaf bit is called a crown. Callie with a kiss. Crown or a calyx? Oh, we've got a bit of a discussion on our hands. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to ask Mr. Google. There we go. That is that. I might just let her try a little bow. I'm not sure if it will work. Oh, it's cute, isn't it? Thank you, Anita. It's a lovely bundle, this one. Perfect for the summer.
So yeah, if you're interested in joining the Stampin Blends course, anybody watching here on YouTube on the replay, just get in touch if you've got any questions at all. I would love to answer them for you, or head over to my website www.songbirdstamp.co.uk. Click onto classes, and there you'll find my Stampin Blends Alcohol Marker course. And it's going to be 4 Zoom lessons, 3-hour Zoom lessons each. So 4, it's like 12, isn't it? Hours of content. And if you choose the +3 bonus lessons as well, it's streamed into a dedicated Facebook group, which you'll join when you sign up. Thank you to everybody who has signed up already. You booked your place. Places are limited as well, don't forget, because I need to be able to teach it, so I can't have too many people join. So places are limited, and it's going to be fun. Fun. Any questions, you know where I am. I don't think I'm going to go for a bow. I think it detracts from it, to be honest. I think we're going to go straight like that. Google says it is calyx. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for educating me. I like crown as well, I must admit. Crowning the strawberries. So there's our 2 cards. Very different, actually, considering we've used the same colours. I didn't use any blue on this one, I suppose. But yeah, really different cards. But both really pretty, I think, and I hope you do too. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've had fun. It's dried up a little bit here, which is good. So that was a nice way to spend an hour. Lovely bit of strawberry crafting, willing the sunshine back into our lives, I think. Although we're still, got a long time of summer to go. No, thank you, Jenny. That means an awful lot. Thank you, Anita. Thank you for spending your time with me. It's a real privilege to craft with you on a Friday morning. And I will be back next Friday. Thank you, Tracy. I'll be back next Friday with some more crafty fun, as usual. I have no idea. Not here, Pong. Oh, is it raining still where you are, Sue? Pong down. Yep, thank you, Tracy. Lovely way to spend an hour, and I will be back with you next week for some more crafty fun. If ever anybody kind of says, "Oh, I'd like to learn how to do such and such," or "I'd like to see a fancy fold," or just get in touch with me. I would love to accommodate and demonstrate what it is that you want demonstrating, or a specific stamp set, or a technique, or anything you want. You're more than welcome, Charita. Pouring down. You love the other card too. Missed that one. This one. Yes, thank you. That's a Global Design Project case from the lovely Emma Goddard. So very different to hers, but I tried to keep some of the elements the same. But nice sometimes to work from a little bit of inspiration to get you going. Take care. Look after yourself. Stay safe, and I will see you all again really soon. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.